Alright, I wasn't going to make a video addressing this, but I feel like I have to with some of the comments I've gotten on the community post I did talking about my channel and the amount of views I have versus to the amount of subs. Um, I'll just give you a quick rundown of what the post was about. Basically, guys, it confuses the hell out of me why I have so many subs, but I don't get more than like 200 views on a video on a like good week when I upload. Because even if I upload, it's not because how much I upload, and I'll give you a reason why I know that that's the case in a second. But that has nothing to do with it. Before anyone says like, "Oh, you're not uploading every day or once a week or whatever," that has nothing to do with it. But I just want to bring something to everyone's attention, not just my subscribers, but like everyone on the freaking platform here. Everyone that could potentially see this video. I want you guys to please share this video with everybody you know because this isn't going to just be me ranting about my channel. It's also going to be about something else entirely, but I'll get to that in a second. But basically, my post was, like I said earlier, talking about my subscriber number versus the amount of views I get. I have like 79,530 something subs. I don't know the exact amount, but that's close enough to it. And you would think I would get a few thousand views per video, but I don't. I I I mainly usually get like 100 to possibly 200 views per video. And when I posted the post, I got a comment from somebody. Well, one person was like, "Well, your content's horrible," and I'm like, I responded, and I was like, "Well, then why are you subbed to me if you think my content's horrible?" And then someone commented back that wasn't him that said, "This is the reason why I'm thinking about unsubscribing to you because you're basically responding to someone in a like mean manner." I was like, "How am I being mean? That's the God's honest truth. Like, if you think my content's horrible, why are you subbed to me, or why are you responding to this post that I made?" Because you actively have to be looking at my channel to go on my community post. So either that person was following me, or subscribed to me, or something, or they saw it somehow. I have no idea. But it's not just that one comment. Then someone else said, "Well, dude, a lot of people subscribe to you because of that short, referencing Dylan Anderson's short about me called He's So Inspiring, talking about me." And he was like, "A lot of people probably subbed you because they felt sorry for you." And that's what made me want to do this video. I'm going to tell you guys this right now, and I don't care if it comes across as being a dick or being an asshole. I'm going to say this right now, and I don't care how people feel about it. I really don't. If you're subbing to me for that reason, because you feel sorry for me or whatever, then leave the channel. Literally, just leave the channel. Unsubscribe and never watch anything I do ever again. Because that's not the point of my channel. And that's not who I am. I don't want people thinking that I'm someone to feel sorry for or whatever. That's not the point of my channel. That's not why I started this. I didn't want people to pity me. I knew that was like possible, but I figured this day and age that kind of stuff and that kind of mentality was on the way out with all this cancel culture and like SJW crap going on in the world right now. I thought all that stuff was behind us, but apparently not. Like the fact that people and that person admittedly basically said, because I'm reading between the lines, they didn't outright say that's why they did, but they basically said what I was already thinking that a lot of people did because they felt sorry for me. And I don't want that kind of subscriber growth. I don't, guys. It's not the point of doing a freaking YouTube channel. I'm sorry that I'm getting angry, but this kind of shit gets under my skin because I'm just like you guys. I'm not anybody different. I'm just because I have a disability doesn't mean that I have to be treated differently or someone has to feel sorry for me because I have a disability. Whatever. So what? That doesn't mean I need you guys' pity. I don't need pity. The only thing I need from people is to understand that I'm just as normal as you or someone else in the world. I don't need pity. If okay, let me break this down for somebody that might not understand why I'm so pissed about this. How would you feel if somebody came up to you and was always talking down to you and saying, "Oh, look how bad your life is. Look what you have to deal with." Blah blah blah. All this and talking down to you. How would you feel if someone did that to you constantly for years upon years? Do you guys realize how much that happens to me? Not much anymore, but like growing up, how much that happened to me? People talking down to me, treating me like I was a child, like I was a baby or whatever. Do you realize how often that happened and how pissed off I got when it happened, but I stayed quiet because I'm very vocal when people piss me off? Like, I don't understand why this mentality still exists today because of somebody's disability. I'll use one as an example, and I'm not throwing shade at this disability. I'm just saying I've seen it. People with Down syndrome, they get treated the same goddamn way that I do, and sometimes worse. People talk down to those people so much it's not even funny. How much? How do you think that makes them feel? Way worse than whatever I felt. Because people act like they don't understand anything. They do. Some don't, but a lot of them do, and a lot of those people are smart. Smarter than the people talking down to them, usually. In some cases. In most cases, honestly. At least when it comes to like human decency. Like, do you see someone with Down syndrome doing that to somebody? No. The people with Down syndrome always find good qualities in everybody. They don't judge people. That's why that when people with Down syndrome get like talked down to, it bothers the crap out of me. Like it brings my blood to a boil. It really does. That's why I'm getting so mad about this now. Because it's not right. Do people not realize that even if I got to 100,000 subs and applied for a play button, I wouldn't have earned that play button then. Legitimately. If 50% of my subs are because of pity, then I'm not going to apply for that play button if I get to that point. Because I'm always going to doubt myself now. It's all because of you guys out there making me doubt myself that maybe I'm not good enough to be doing YouTube. And I've done it for 14 years. I mean, sure, I had to deal with comments like, "Oh, you sound retarded. Oh, you sound like you have chips in your mouth. Why is your mouth full of chips?" or whatever. I got so many stupid ass comments over the years. I never let them get to me, but I can't be quiet about it anymore. Because it's stupid. Like, if you're going to sub to me for a reason like this, guys, then don't sub to me. Unsubscribe right now. I'm telling you, if my channel plummets in subs after this video goes live, I'll be glad. Because I don't know, the people that really stuck around are the people that really watched what I did and what I do. And they won't be fake and being there just because they feel bad for me. God, do you realize what that means? That means I technically cheated the system getting remonetized. That means I shouldn't even be freaking monetized. Do you guys not understand that? Like, you guys are lucky YouTube does not have a rule against, like, that kind of stuff. Because people could think I paid for, like, bot subs. at that point, which I never did. I will unabashedly say it right now. People that do that are fucking stupid. And I don't care if people don't like that I'm using the F word. The channel is not for kids anyway, so those people can just shut it for now and just let me vent about this. Because it's important, guys. Like, if YouTube changes the rules and they like start vetting subs, maybe YouTube is unsubscribing people. I have no idea. Maybe they know people aren't really watching my content. I don't know what they monitor. I have no idea what they monitor. Who knows? Because I've lost like 200 subs a month the past couple months. So like, I don't know. Maybe people are finally just done dealing with my stupid content that they don't like. Dylan, never once did Dylan Anderson say to subscribe to my channel. He just said, go check my channel out. He never said subscribe, so I'm not throwing shade at him. If anything, I'm thanking him for opening my eyes to how, like, blindly people will just follow people and be like, oh, look at this guy. Oh, look, he's trying to do YouTube so hard for 13, 14 years. Oh, boo. Let's give this guy a sub, even though I don't care what he posts. Like, guys, that doesn't help grow my channel. That's the problem. Now I know what the problem is with my channel. It's that kind of subscriptions. That means like more than half of the people that sub to me don't give a shit about what I've posted in the past like 4 months or 3 months, whatever it's been. Do you realize how infuriating and like hurtful that is to a content, especially one that's been like nonstop trying for 14 years? It makes me want to quit. It literally makes me want to quit. And I told my wife that today. Like, this is the first time in like a decade I've legitimately considered quitting over like one or two comments. Just because those one or two comments, there's probably dozens more people that have subbed to me because of that reason. Like, I don't know. It just, and what another thing I thought about was my Patreon. How many people are supporting me just to support me because they feel bad for me? I don't know. That like that, that's not a reason to use or to pledge to something on Patreon. At that point, I might as well get rid of my Patreon. At that point, because I don't know. I feel like I'm grifting money. It's like technically illegal at that point. If that's why people are doing it. But my wife's like, no, people wouldn't give you money because they feel bad from like. My wife's name is Stephanie. If you guys don't know, I was like, Steph, are you serious? Like, people would do that if I was on the street and holding a hat open that said, "I'm disabled. I have no job and no source of income." I guarantee people will give me money. That's what it feels like. I'm not gonna get rid of my Patreon, and I'm not saying for people to like not support me on there. If you genuinely do like the stuff I've bought with the Patreon money and like seeing my posts about the stuff I've gotten because of it and things like that, then continue to support it. But if you're doing it for just because you think I need free money, that's no. Then stop supporting me in that way too. It's so annoying. Just to think about like that reason. It's just infuriating to me that that's possibly a reason to. Hold on, I think my dog might have to go outside. Hold on. Alright, anyway, my dog did have to go outside and she needed more dog food, so I had to refill her dog bowl. Anyway, what I was saying before with Patreon and um possibly people supporting me because they feel bad for me. I don't want that on my Patreon either. That's like I said, semi grifting. Like I don't ask for you guys to support me because I need the money. I tell you guys about it. So if you want to support me because you like the content that I do, then support me. That's why Patreon exists for those creators that need that little extra bump. And like I've said before, I don't really need the Patreon, but like it helps out with the the source of income that I get and my wife makes with her job. Me be able to get video games and stuff, sometimes for my collection, but most of the time stuff for the channel that I can do videos on. That's what I do with like 90% of the Patreon stuff. But lately I've been splurging and purchasing some stuff that I've been having my eye on for a long time, and I haven't really had the way to ever obtain it. Like for instance, stuff I've got autographed by actors and voice actors I've met. But all my patrons were always fine with it. They're like, cool, dude, whatever. If you needed to get it signed, then get it. If it's something you want, then get it. We don't mind. That's fine. Like those people seem genuinely like they care about what I'm doing and my love of collecting and all that stuff. Just like collecting stuff in general. Like that's fine. It doesn't bother me that my Patreon supporters enjoy seeing me happy and exuberant when I get something rare or something cool from my collection that otherwise I wouldn't have had the means to get. Um, which is kind of neat because get away from the table. Stop going under there. You already knocked over the table before stop. Oh, that dog drives me nuts sometimes. I swear. Anyway, um, that's what sucks about filming in the living room. The dog is always a constant distraction. Anyway, um, but yeah, like that doesn't bother. Like that actually makes me feel a lot better about having a Patreon that people actually genuinely care about me and my love and my passion for collecting obscure stuff or rare stuff. But the main thing that bothers me is the whole subscription thing with my channel. Now, the people that join my memberships, I genuinely think those people that join my memberships actually do like my content. Because you wouldn't pay a monthly like fee for my membership if you didn't enjoy my content. But on the flip side, like I don't stream that much on YouTube anymore. Really, I'm probably not going to that much. So if you all want to drop your membership, that's fine because I don't get that many viewers on my live streams either. Like there's really no point for you guys to support me on YouTube monthly unless I do member only live streams, which I guess I could do once a month. I guess to at least make it worth it for you guys to support me, I guess, if you want to do it that way. But I just don't know what time that all of my members would be able to do it. All my members, comment below right now. Like pause the video, comment below like where you're from, and like so I can try to figure out like what country you're from. If you're from like out of the country or whatever, post like what would be the best time for you locally and where you're at for me to go live on a live stream because then I can try to figure out a good time frame to go live for my members only stream like once a month. That's why I don't do it because I don't know a good time to stream for a lot of you guys that actually are like upset when you miss my live streams. I'd rather stream for my members, people that actually like my content, than people that are just watching me to watch me out of pity, I guess. See that it just sounds, guys. You realize how bad and backwards that sounds? That's like the term hate watching, with like the HBO show Velma. Like people are hate watching that because of how like cringe it is, but they're hate watching it, which is gaining tons of views and making HBO think it's a worthwhile show, which it has nothing to do with. I'm not in that camp of people that hate it because of the race of the characters being changed. That doesn't matter. What matters is that show is just terribly written, and it's animated pretty well. But I haven't seen it, but I've watched enough reviews of it to feel like I've seen it through osmosis. But that's what it's like. It's like people are like pity watching me, and it's not. It's so ass backwards. Like, do you realize how bad that makes you sound as a person? You're watching someone out of pity. Like, imagine that was you. What if someone was watching you out of pity? Would you want people gawking at you out of pity because you broke your leg or you broke your back or whatever? No. That's not why I did the GoFundMe videos. I did it to spread the word on the GoFundMe because we were in dire need of help. That was not like why I did that. A lot of people think I probably did it because of pity, but no, that was probably a part of part of the reason some people might have donated. Not everyone. I'm hoping not anyway, but I'm just saying that was always in the back of my mind. Is that why this is blowing up? Is because of pity. And now this even brings more doubt into my mind that's what it was at the time. I don't know, it could have been. If it was, that's that's horrible. Knowing that basically people just gave us money because they felt bad for me and my family. Like, do you know how messed up that is? Do people not realize how messed up that mentality is? To just subscribe or give someone money because you feel bad for them. Like, it's almost like when like you see a homeless person on the street. I know this is gonna be a really bad analogy and people are gonna get pissed at it, but it's a good one though. Like when you see a homeless person on the street, you give them money. A lot of people think they're gonna use it for drugs or alcohol. But there's some that don't. There's some that actually use that money to get food and clothes. You can't just judge the person by looking at them. I know people that have done that, that just judge people. Yes, there are a lot of people that do use it for drugs and alcohol and other stuff. But you can't just automatically assume that when you see a homeless person or disabled person or whatever that they're gonna that they need pity or they need your grief. They don't. They just want your understanding. That's all they want. They don't want to be looked down upon. They don't want to be talked down to. They want to be looked at as a person, not as a freaking object. Like that's what it feels like sometimes with me. Especially now with YouTube. Like now I don't know if anybody that views my freaking channel actually likes what the hell I do. Like this, the whole 14 years of me doing YouTube could have been all because of pity. And if that's why I've been so moderately successful at doing it and had fun doing it, because of like people pitying me and like hiding it behind positive comments, then I'm done. Then I'm done. Like I'm telling you right now, if if my channel gets nuked because of this, like my subs like drastically drop, and I that'll be a wake up call that was why people were subbed to me, and then I'll be done. I'll get rid of my Patreon. I'll just be done. I won't delete my channel, but I won't upload anymore. I'll just leave my channel up for posterity reasons and to comment on other people's videos. Guys, I just want to end this off on like a semi-positive note, I guess. To those people that genuinely do like my content and do support me and did support me for years and supported the GoFundMe and support me on Patreon or however you support me, I want to thank you, especially all those people. Like, you guys don't understand how much the positive support, the real positive support that I get matters to me and my family and my wife. Let me tell you guys something, then I'll end the video. When the Dylan Anderson stuff was going on, I sent that video to my mom and dad, and they both cried their eyes out. My mom was bawling, my dad said, when she saw that video. Now, whether or not Dylan Anderson really thought I was an inspiration is, I would assume he did or does, because why would he make that video if he didn't? But to all those people that just subbed me because they felt bad for me, if my parents found that out, that would really make, either it would make them like really sad or mad or both. They'd be sad because people are viewing their son as something to pity, and they'd be mad because all this positivity around me was fake and disingenuous and not real. Like, and my dad said it best to me. It's like, he's like, Kevin, I want you to remember something. The internet is very fickle. It's a fickle place. Don't ever get your hopes up about making it on YouTube or whatever platform you're on. I was like, Dad, I know, because people's minds can change and people would lose interest in me. Well, I guess that's what happened then. Because if that's what it is, then my 14 years on here have been great, and I was hoping to make it to 20. But if this is the way things are gonna be, then I'm just not gonna do it anymore. I'm not gonna put myself out there for people to pity. That's not why I'm doing this, guys. I don't care. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care if people pity me. I don't care if you guys think I have a bad, crappy life. I don't. If I did, would I be married? Would I go places? Would I have friends? Would I put myself out there every day on the internet and put on a fake brave face for people? Yeah, if I was vain and worried about what people thought of me and was like, oh, well, I better put on this brave face for people so they don't know that my life is really crappy. And no, I'm not one of those people that, I don't care what people think. But what bothers me is people think that, but yet they still subscribe to my channel. That's what bothers me. I don't subscribe to people that I feel bad for, that drive me up a wall. I ignore those people. I don't subscribe to that kind of stuff. I mean, there's people I watch that I don't sub to, but it's because like half the content they do, I'm not interested in. If you're not interested in what I'm doing, then why are you subbed to me? That's the main thing that bothers me. And I know my background, and I know my setup bothers people, and I know my voice bothers people, and I know that the fact that my videos aren't scripted bothers people, and I know this, that, and the other bothers people. But guys, you've got to understand, cerebral palsy really limits what I can do. I'm not trying to use pity to like get sympathy when I say please like, comment, subscribe, click the bell button. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because that's what every freaking creator does on the platform. Because you want to grow your channel. Like, duh. Like, I'm not doing it for pity. And when I tell people, like, look, I can't better my setup because of my disability, that's a fact. It's not using my disability to my advantage. It's a freaking fact. I can't get a green screen. I can't get a better setup. If you guys want me to get a better setup, then someone better come in with a crew that can build me a stair lift so I can get up to the second level of my house. Because that's the only way I can have a good, decent setup. Is if I can pay a company to build a stair lift or chairlift so I can get upstairs in the room that's like farthest to the left that you guys can see. If you guys look up the stairs, it's the room farthest down the hall to the left. So if if that would happen, then yeah, I would have a better setup. But that won't make a difference. People will still pity me. So like it doesn't matter what I do. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter what I do setup wise. All these other big YouTubers don't know how good they have it, being quote unquote normal and able bodied, and they have hundreds of thousands of subs, sometimes a little bit less than I do, and they do better than I do. Like, I wish that was me sometimes, but it's not. But my life is still pretty good, guys. Like, sure, people out there feel bad for me. That happens all the time. But when it's like I put myself publicly out there, I'm so mad I can't even freaking talk. When I put myself publicly out there, and then it's like for the whole world to see that people are possibly subbing to me for reasons that they feel bad for me and not actually watching my content. Like, if you're watching my content and feel bad for me, like, I literally wouldn't care. I honestly wouldn't, it wouldn't bother me because at least then I'd be getting views. I mean, it'd be pity views, but still it'd be views. Like, literally, I'm not even kidding. It would still bother me, like, knowing that in the back of my mind, but, like, I wouldn't be complaining about it now. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, I wouldn't be. If I was getting, like, 10K per videos, like views per videos, I wouldn't be doing this right now. But I'm not. Like, okay, I know this is gonna sound stupid, but if you're subbed to me because of pity, then why aren't you watching what the hell I'm doing? Like, if you feel bad for me, wouldn't you want to watch what I'm doing, even if you think it's bad? Like, see, do you see how stupid that sounds? That you're like, oh, I subbed to him, so I helped him out. Good for me. No, that doesn't even freaking YouTube themselves in a video say subscribers don't matter. What matters is views and likes. They said that in like an introduction to like, I forget what the hell the video was called. It was some video like, here's things you can do to better your views, or does the yellow dollar sign affect your channel views, or something like that. And I'm like, that's what made me think. I was like, wait a minute, that makes sense. Because if really 79,000 people liked what I did, I would be getting like 10K views per video. And I was like, that's what made me realize. I was like, holy shit, something's wrong with my channel. And that's why I did the community post. Because I was like, oh, let me see if I'm right. Let me see if my suspicion is right. And it was. It was. And it literally, it honestly sickens me to a point. To be honest, I know that's like harsh, but it does. Because it's so ass backwards. That's not how this should work. I don't know what else to say, guys. to get my point across. Like, to every disabled person out there that is thinking about putting themselves out there on YouTube or Twitch, just know what you're getting into. Know that this is a very toxic, fickle environment you're putting yourself into, and that you can't bank on anybody being genuine. You will meet genuine people and genuine subscribers and people that genuinely do love your content, but there are all those outliers that will pity you and subscribe to you because they feel bad for you and just throw money at you because they think you need it. And if that were me, I wouldn't do it. And technically, that is me. Technically. Like, it goes against every fiber of my being, guys. I don't mean to be super angry and yelly and frustrated in this video, guys. I really don't, but this kind of stuff gets on my nerves. It really does. Like, I don't understand. I literally don't understand why people are like this still in 2023. Especially with how stupid cancel culture is today. And like social justice warriors and all that crazy shit. Like, how is it still that people can feel bad for a disabled person and not be like ridiculed because of it or canceled because of it? I don't understand that. Like, all that, I don't care. This video is probably gonna get me canceled, to be honest. I honestly don't care if cancel culture comes at me and just says you should delete your channel. Fine, I'll just use my. I'll make another account and not post. Then that's what I'll do. If I start getting hate monger comments like, "Oh, you can't compare blah 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 to cancel culture." Yeah, I can. It's the same freaking thing. It's literally the same goddamn thing. It's just reversed because you guys, a lot of people are pitying me, and all the other cancel culture people are like, "Oh, this person's terrible. Let's go after." And admittedly, some of those people that they cancel are justifiable to cancel them, but a lot of people, it's stuff they did like 25, 20 years ago in some cases, whatever. And some of it's like dumb stuff. I'm saying like the serious stuff like sexual assault allegations, stuff like that. Like, yeah, like that stuff people deserve to get canceled for. And other stuff like that, like stuff that's actually bad and not just like stuff they said on Twitter that's like kind of bad, but like they didn't actually like say it, but then they take it back. But then years later, people go after them for it. Like, that kind of stuff is what I'm talking about. I think that's kind of annoying. But it's the same thing with me. Like, it's literally the same. And I know it's bad to compare myself that way to like cancel culture, but it's literally like the opposite of that. But like you're trying to like put me up on this pedestal that I don't need to be on because I'm disabled. Like, what the hell kind of mentality is that? Like, do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like me just talking about cancel culture and shit is probably gonna get me fucking blasted in the comments. But that's literally what it feels like. It feels like anti cancel culture is like rallying around me because I'm disabled. And that's not right. That is not right. If you genuinely don't like what I'm doing, don't support me then. Don't sub to me. Don't join memberships. Don't Patreon support me. Don't watch my stuff. Like, it's just so ass backwards. It doesn't make sense to me. Why people would watch somebody because they pity them. it's kind of sick to think about if you think about it. Because if you think about it, you're looking at me like some kind of freaking like disease, and I'm not, or something to be looked down upon, and I'm not like like I'm a freaking dog or something, or like I'm an animal. I mean, we're all animals, but you get what I'm saying. Like I'm not a damn dog. I'm a human being. Like that's what it feels like when I see comments like that. Like, oh, well, most people probably subscribe to you because of pity. Yeah, thanks for giving that vote of confidence that that's not why like 70% of people did. But because that really made me mad when I read that comment. I was like, I didn't even think about that. I really didn't at the time because the video was so genuinely like positive. I was like, there's no way in this day and age and in this kind of culture that people would support me out of pity. But apparently that's still a thing. Oh my god, dude! Like the weight I just lifted off myself. It's so much freaking better, guys. Like literally, my chest was hurting because, like, I was just pouring out emotion. It's just I don't know, guys. It's just it's hard. It's hard to fathom that people are actually like this still, pitying me. Like I'm a grown man. I'm not a child. I don't want to be treated like an invalid. I can mostly take care of myself. I don't need pity. I knew I shouldn't have done that live stream after the Dylan Anderson stuff. I knew I shouldn't have because as soon as I started crying about it, like the positivity around me, I knew it was gonna be bad. I knew it was gonna have the opposite effect. I I thought that night. I remember I was like, oh, people are gonna like pity me because of that. But I put it out of my mind because I'm like, no, it's 2022. People won't be that stupid. It's not 2004 anymore. People aren't gonna be like, oh, look at this guy. But that's the way it is. Oh my god, God, I don't know where to go from here. Like my whole YouTube career is like in jeopardy in my mind. Because who am I even doing content for anymore at this point? Like if people are gonna just sub to me because of pity, I should have just stayed like ambiguous and never showed my face for like 10 years. And then like done a face reveal and then be like, holy shit, he's disabled. I would have had no idea. Like I wish I would have done that, but it is what it is. I didn't. Oh, so what are you gonna do? I don't know. Um, you know what? I'm just gonna end the video here because I could go on for an hour. It's already been like 43 minutes, 44 minutes. So I don't know, guys. I just need to address this, and it just really bothers me. So thanks for watching, guys. Okay, guys, this is a little bit of an after. I just did the last video I did. I'm gonna add this to the video. I just read through every comment in the community post I did, and I want to address a couple things that people brought up. Mainly the fact that I don't do newer games on my channel. I started with like retro and Tiger Hando stuff. Again, do those people not realize I didn't have the technology and the computer, the kind of computer I have now? I didn't have help to do that stuff. that people were doing back in 2012 and 13 and 14 and whatever, when all that stuff was getting big. I saw the writing on the wall. It's not like I didn't see it. I just couldn't do anything about it. Like, what do you guys expect me to do? Like, that reminds me. My parents said something to me years ago when I was starting YouTube. Like, I was a few years in, and I was like, and they could see that like I was getting frustrated with stuff. And I remember it was like my mom and my dad asked me. They're like, what's wrong with you? Like I was just in a mood all day, and I was like, I don't know. People on YouTube keep telling me that like I need to do better content and better stuff, and I need to cover more stuff than just Tiger hand dogs. And they were like, well, what did they expect you to do? You don't have the ability to like do a lot of stuff. Like, yeah, I could have covered stuff like that, but my wife would have or I should say my girlfriend, but I married my girlfriend, but whatever. My wife, she would have had to sit there holding a camera, or I would have had to been like this all day. Like, hold on, I would have to be like this, doing a video like this, and like with a 2011 camera, it looks like a freaking potato, and people would have still found a way to complain. Would I have gotten views? I don't know. It's too late to find out now. Like those people that said that, and I'm like, no shit. Like it's the kind of content I'm doing. I'm not gonna just go do what other people do just to get views. I'm not gonna play Fortnite or Call of Duty or GTA to get views. I'm not into those games, guys. Like, I get it. It's just frustrating that's why people sub me, because they feel bad for me. That's what people don't understand. Like I said earlier in the video, if that's why, then I'm going to quit YouTube and just go over to Twitch and just stream on Twitch when I feel like it at that point. And if I never make it, oh well, at least I'm doing something. That's the way I feel, guys. Like, reading the comments did not make me feel any better. If not, it made me feel worse. Because people don't understand, like, how hard I worked on this channel. They just see they're just seeing it for what it is. Like, 14 years. You guys are basically saying I wasted 14 years then. That's fine. That's completely fine. If you guys want to be that way, okay. And somebody's getting salty at me because I'm quipping back at them saying, well, then why you subbed me? Oh, because people forgot about you. That doesn't. You should have thanked the guy that shouted you out. I did. I did a short. If you freaking read your short feed, you would see that. People that agree with that person. So, yeah. I did thank Dylan Anderson. I did thank Wavy Web Surf. I talked to Wavy Web Surf multiple times after that video went up. He's a super genuine guy. I'm sure Dylan Anderson is too. I'm sure they're both genuine, super cool dudes. But in no way, shape, or form did any of them tell you guys to subscribe to me for pity. They said to just go check out my channel if you wanted to see what I've been doing for the past years on YouTube. They never said sub to him. They never said, oh, go sub to Handle Game Fan. No, they never said that. Ever. And if they implied it, I guess they kind of did, but like, I didn't read it that way. I didn't read their body language that way. And people still have trouble understanding me. Let me explain this to you in simple words. I cannot change the way I speak. pronunciation. I'm not gonna go to like freaking speech therapy at 33 years old to learn how to freaking speak. I know how to speak. It's just my cerebral palsy that makes my voice and my words come out the way they do and sound the way they do. It has nothing to do with like pronunciation and enunciation. That's what you meant. Enunciation, not pronunciation. But I try to enunciate words the best I can. When they come out mumbled, it's because of my cerebral palsy. It's not because of I don't know how to freaking talk. Like, Jesus freaking Christ. Like, I'm getting so freaking mad right now. And I don't even care if this video nukes me. I really don't at this point. Because at this point, my whole channel has been nothing but people pitying me, it seems like. And that just bothers the hell out of me. And I can't stand that. I just can't. And like maybe my dream of YouTube being a job, maybe that was way, way far out in space, and I shouldn't even shoot it for that freaking galaxy because it's in a galaxy far, far, far away from like Star Wars or fucking Star Trek. Like, oh Jesus Christ! Like, if I would have known it would have been this freaking bad, and people would have been pitying me, this many people, I wouldn't have done it this long. I would have just stopped. I'm getting emotional about it because I'm getting so freaking mad about it. I don't know, guys. It's just I hate calling all those people out that said that stuff in the comments, but it needs to be said. Sure, I can look at my content objectively and say it's not that good. I don't play a lot of the newer crap people play and talk about Xbox and PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch every freaking day. I'm more of a retro guy. That's what I grew up on. That's what I'm comfortable playing. I don't think you guys realize how hard playing video games is for me with like new controllers and new consoles every generation. Like, I have to get used to the way the controller feels and stuff. Very few of my friends actually understand how hard that is for me. Like first person shooters. People want me to play Fortnite and Call of Duty and all this stuff. I'm really bad at first person shooters. Like, abysmally bad. So if I streamed it, it would not be enjoyable to watch. If you already don't enjoy what I'm doing, you wouldn't enjoy me playing Call of Duty or Halo or whatever new FPS. For Christ's sake, if you want to see how bad I am at a first person shooter, go watch my playthrough of Doom 2016. You'll see how bad I played I don't know how I beat it on ultra violence, but I mean, granted, that's not the hardest difficulty, but still, that's pretty damn hard, and I was able to do it. I don't know how, because I'm bad at those games, but I did it. I did it. Because I like Doom, and I like Wolfenstein, and GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Those are like my top 4 favorite, like, popular FPSs. Those are the ones I can name, but why do you guys ain't gonna know what Blaze-Stone and Nightmare 3D is? So, like, why would I name those? And I guess Blood, you guys don't know what that is, but like, I'm not into Call of Duty or Medal of Honor or none of that crap. The last Medal of Honor game I played was like European Assault on PS2 or whatever it was. It was like European Assault or like Rising Sun or something like. It was one of the old PS2 ones. That's the last Medal of Honor game I played. I didn't even finish it, and I honestly got rid of them because I never played them because I was bad at them. Oh my god, this video is gonna get me freaking like just like nuked. I know it is, and I'm still gonna post it because, like, I need to get this out there. I don't care if like 10 years from now this video looks like a freaking joke and people ridicule me for it. I don't care. It needs to be said. This day in 2023, yes, I, Hando Game Fan, am saying that people that subscribe to people for pity reasons and other reasons like that because they feel bad for me or whatever, or any content creator, need to stop doing that. That is such an ass backwards way of thinking. And to those people that had genuine criticism and said my content's horrible, thank you. I know. I've tried to rectify that for years, but disability kind of makes that a little bit difficult, guys. That's what I'm trying to get across. The point across is that, like, I put myself out here on YouTube just for fun, but then when people watch my videos in droves after someone shouts me out, Dylan Anderson, shout out to you, man. Thanks for the shout out, but I think it had the opposite effect, like someone said. Um, I appreciate it, but at the same time, sure, it helped me get remonetized, but by September, but by the because it's like a year to the day when I was monetized that I'm probably gonna lose it again. Which if I do, whatever. I'm not doing this for the money. I've said that 400,000 times. People are probably gonna think that's why I'm getting so pissed off. That's not why I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off because people are literally pity subbing to my channel. Like, that's not gonna look good when I go to get a play button if I ever reach 100,000 subs. Which after this video I probably won't, but whatever. And I know someone I know personally is probably gonna watch this video, like a friend of mine or maybe even my parents. If they watch this video, don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm just venting because stuff like this bothers the crap out of me. I hope this video gets picked up by a bigger channel and they talk about it. I really do. Cause it's a bad precedent for the platform. It is, in my opinion. Who knows how many dead subs channels have that of people that just get shouted out that have like 80,000, 90,000 subs. Who knows if those are like people that are actually genuinely watching their content? Who knows how many play buttons are out there that were gotten because mass droves of people just subscribed to somebody because they heard about them? I don't know. I'm just saying. That brings into question the whole play button aspect of YouTube. Like, think about that. I want you guys to literally think about that for a second. What if I would have what if Dylan Anderson's video, yeah, it got like 3.6 million views, I think, or something like that. What if like 100,000 people would have seen that and subscribed to me, and me being stupid applied to get a play button, got the play button, but like not even 3 weeks later, I dropped below 100,000 subs. Do you realize how much of like egg on my face and how stupid I would feel after that? That's what I'm saying. Like, the subscription system is broken. Like, I wish there was something that YouTube could do to like to where you had to watch a certain amount of someone's content before you had the ability to like click subscribe. Like, you had to watch like, I don't know, like an hour worth of their content or something, or like 2 hours worth, or like 24 hours worth or something. I know that sounds like a dumbass change to make, but like, seriously, like, that would be a decent change, I think. It would piss a lot of people off, but it would vet a lot of the like hate watching, and well, not really hate watching, just like people not just subbing and being dead subs, basically. People that don't watch the content creators content. I know that sounds like an ass backwards idea, but they could work it out somehow to where it would work. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh my god, this video is gonna get me canned. It's literally gonna get me canned. Just enjoy the rest of it. I hope you enjoyed the video the rest of it that you saw. But I'm gonna put this at the end. So once again, see you guys later. Peace out. I'm probably gonna cut out the first peace out I did, so it's not like redundant. But whatever. You get it. Whatever.